Welcome back from a long Labor Day weekend. Great to have you here. And Bill is going to be on the show next. Let's see. It's going to be next Wednesday. He'll be here. So that is the day after the Harris-Trump debate. We are going to have Bill O'Reilly right here on KCMO Talk Radio. That'll be Wednesday, September 11th at 8:30. I know it's 8 days away, but I'm already excited for that conversation. Can't wait for it. Okay, so Kamala Harris does a couple of rally stops, whatever you want to call them, in Detroit and then in Pittsburgh yesterday. And it is amazing to listen to Kamala Harris put on the old Detroit accent and the Pittsburgh accent. All right, where do you guys want to start? You want to start in Detroit? Let's start in Detroit because that one, she's clearly pandering to a certain audience there in Detroit. All right, here we go. Kamala Harris in Detroit yesterday afternoon. Roll the tape.
You better thank a union member for the 5-day work week. You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time.
You better thank a union member. You got that? You better thank a union member. Oh, my gosh, it's so cringe. Here she is in Pittsburgh.
Thank unions for sick leave. Thank unions for paid family leave. Thank unions for your vacation time.
Here's how I talk to white people in Western Pennsylvania versus how I talk to black people in Detroit. Let's be very clear. That's exactly what Kamala Harris is doing. Here's the problem. She stinks at it. Barack Obama was great at it. He didn't try too hard. He wasn't overdoing it. Then you got Hillary Clinton. I ain't no ways tired.
That's what I thought Kamala was imitating Hillary, imitating the dialect.
Yeah. Hillary Clinton shows up at the black churches back in 2008. I ain't no ways tired. Oh, my goodness. Could you pander any more? And here's the scary part of this, right? You've got to know your limitations. Whether it's in politics, whether it's you in a day-to-day job, whether it's athletes, whatever you're bad at, find somebody else who's better than you and let them handle that. And just don't do it. The fact that she lacks the self-awareness and the fact that nobody is able to say, hey, Kamala, drop the accent, you're no Obama. Like Quentin Lucas does this too. Let's be very clear. We played that audio before on this show. He's pretty good at it, right? He's not Obama, but he's like Aldi Obama in terms of putting on the accent based on who he's talking to. Trust me, listen to him on this radio show, listen to him on other radio shows, and you get a different dialect once in a while. It's clear as day if you pay attention. But Kamala Harris is awful at it. Absolutely awful. Oh, my.
You better thank a union member.
You better thank a union member. It's like a weird combination of trying to put on an urban twang with also this strange New York-sounding accent. I don't even know what it is. But it wasn't just that line, by the way. Take a listen to this.
Let's just get through the next 64 days. How about that?
Oh, my gosh, make it end. Could you imagine Donald Trump doing that? Could you imagine Trump showing up in a heavily black part of the country and trying to fake an accent to pander to black people? Could you imagine? It would be nonstop, around-the-clock coverage on Morning Joe and so many other places. They wouldn't give it up. They wouldn't stop. And this is her saying the same exact thing. Once again, 5 hours apart yesterday. Detroit, Pittsburgh. Here we go.
So, friends, 64 days.
Yes, friends.
Until the most election of our lives.
The most election of our lives? What does that even mean? So, friends, I am here to talk to you as the next president of the United States. My name is Kamala Harris. 64 days.
Let's just get through the next 64 days. How about that?
How about that? 913-408-7957. How about that? On the text line, Pete, did Kamala's teleprompter say you better? Yeah. She is very good at the prompter. I will give her that. She is very good at the prompter. So maybe they put it in the prompter, you better, YABEDDA, and she read it verbatim because she does have that talent. I mean, heck, if there's one thing I would want Donald Trump to take from Kamala Harris, it's the ability to stay on the prompter. So maybe they did pop it in the prompter as you better. And she read it verbatim, and that's the best she could do. But I'd like to think if you're going to break out the accent, you like look in the mirror, you do the whole Al Pacino, you talking to me thing, and you try to perfect the accents before you break them out in places like Pittsburgh and then Detroit. And if you're going to go from one accent to another, then damn, you better do it well. 913-408-7957. Got a minute for you. Walter's in Spring Hill. Go ahead, buddy.
Morning, Pete. It just hacks me off as an African American that they try this crap with this accent and try like they're down for the struggle or in the hood with these stupid accents. And I can't believe that African Americans can't see through that. And next thing you know, they're going to be sagging their pants and they're pointing their finger sideways like the gangsters do when they do the gang signs and turn their caps, their ball caps backwards and pimping. And run around,
So you, as a black man, Walter, you don't go around talking like that. You better.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just stupid. Just act like you got some sense and talk like you normally talk and present your case.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for that, Walter. Appreciate the input. As a black man, certainly good to get the input here on 95.7 FM KCMO Talk Radio.